Right, good morning, I'm Paula from Chic Emporium, and today we're going to tackle this rather old-fashioned trolley stroke table that I've had banging around in my shed for quite a while now. I've very recently become a stockist of Annabell jig, and I thought I love this turquoise colour, so I thought I'd have a go with it, inspired really by this IOD picture, and it's pretty much the same colour. And I love all the layers, so we're going to have a go with this stamp afterwards, but the first thing I've got to do is paint the whole thing in the turquoise, so I'll come back when we've done that. Right, I just wanted to show you where I was at with this table. Now it's all been painted and there's some areas that I need to touch up and I need to paint under the flappy bits yet, but this is what happened when I dried it, and this does often happen with darker colours, it looks a bit patchy. So what I've done, just to show you, it's not a disaster, is use a 60 grit sand sponge and given it a really lovely smooth sand, which has helped with my distressing as well. But you can see that the colour's coming out much more even on the middle section. So that's all I've done, it just evens it all down. So if you end up with a piece of furniture that's looking a bit patchy, that's the answer, it's not a disaster. So I'm going to carry on distressing, finishing it up, touching it up, and then we're going to get on to the exciting stamping bit. Right, so I've finished sanding and distressing. I've distressed quite heavily in areas because I just think it's in keeping with the piece. And I've done my first stamp because I needed to have a go before you saw me doing it live. But here we are, let me show you what I did. As I said, I'm using this picture as inspiration. I've got some little acrylic paint pots because they're stronger in concentration, so I didn't think, because I thought chalk paint might be a bit thin. So I've got a roller, I've taken the one stamp off the sheet and I've stuck it onto the back, and then I'm literally just using my roller to load it up like that, using a wipe just to not go perfect or anything, but just get any big splodges of paint off before I stamp with it. So it's as simple as that. It's not very evenly done, but I think that's the kind of look. So I'm just placing it where I want it and using my fingers to push it down. Because of this particular stamp, it doesn't really matter if it moves a little bit or if I need to change. Let's just show you, it's as quick as that. And as you can see, there's a little gap there at the back, so all I'm going to do is place it back down and just press along that gap so it looks a bit more natural. So there you go. I've probably got a little bit to do there to the end, so I'll do that too. There. So I'm going to carry on building up layers using this. This is the widest one, and there is quite a, let me show you, quite a selection of, that was the wide one, so there's some thin ones and some medium ones, and I'll probably use the thinner ones down the edges, but I'm going to build up layers, and I've got a second colour here, and if necessary a dark kind of blacky blue that might bring out some bits as well, but that's all I'm going to be doing is alternating with these with the roller and having a go building up some layers, so I'll show you when I'm a bit further down the way. So I've built up, I'm on to my third colour now, and I've got my yellow, and as you can see I've done the top, but I just wanted to show you how it's not on very thick at the moment, and I'm just using it to dab it in places, using the raised area of the stamp just to tie in. It's being very, very random with it, but it ties in the whole piece so it looks chippy all over. So that's how I'm achieving it. So I'm carrying on with my last colour. I think this is going to be my last colour. And then what I've got to do is sand the whole thing right back again once it's dry to tie it all together and make it look a little bit more distressed. I want to distress the areas here in the middle as well, so it ties in the brown. So when we start distressing, I'll show you what that looks like. See you in a bit. Right, so as you can see now, I'm starting to sand right back again. it's blended it all in and makes it really look like an authentic layered paint. You wouldn't believe that the layers have gone on the top, not the other way around. So that's the difference between the two, and it really is just quite a light sand. This is again my 60 grit pad, and I'm working away at the edges to make sure that the layered look looks authentic. But I'm really liking that. I'm really liking that look. It just looks like it's had years of layers of paint chipping away on it. So I've got a little bit to finish, a little bit around the bottom to finish, and then I'm going to cover the whole thing in clear wax, and then I'm going to cover it in some dark wax and buff it up to a lovely great shine, and I'll show you what it looks like. Right, so today's project's all finished. I have really enjoyed working with Annabell Duke's chalk paint. This colour is called turquoise. Does what it says on the tin, looks great. I love the layered effect, I love IODs. We stock IODs in the shop. It really looks natural, authentic, layered. It's a bizarre thing to do it the other way around, to put the layers on the top instead of have all the layers underneath and work back, but it works. I really like it. I shall definitely try it again. The acrylic paints worked well on it too. I put clear wax on and then I put some dark wax on, so that's what you see, the sort of browning that's going on, but I think it's in keeping with the piece. It's finished really nice. I hope you'll have a go. I hope you have a go with these IODs. They are fab. And check out my new chalk range. Until next time, thank you for watching.